Miss Bowen, big fan of your work back then in Happy Gilmore and Modern Family. So thank you for taking a little bit of your time to talk to me. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
And also, congratulations on your new film. I wanted to ask you, how was reuniting with Mr. Sandler for this film? Was it fun? Was it back the same process or the same chemistry? How was it working with Mr. Sandler again?
Adam is such a lovely person, and I've had the pleasure of getting to be friends with him and run into him over the years. So it wasn't like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in 20 years. But it was definitely different to be on the set with him. He was always sure of what he wanted, and he was always a confident performer and a funny performer. He's even more so now, and you really feel like he's a real producer, and he really has a voice in everything that happens on set. But at the same time, he now brings his wife and his kids, and all of the writers and the producers, they bring their kids and their spouses, and it just feels so relaxed and family. You don't feel like you need to rush home because they brought it there. And that's really nice. I think that that's a really great solution. Instead of feeling like, oh, I spend my whole life on a set, he just brought his life there.
That sounds awesome. I wanted to ask you, I recently just watched Young Frankenstein with Gene Wilder, one of my favorite films of all time, comedies.
Madeline Kahn.
And yeah, inside the horror genre. So I wanted to ask you, what are some of your all-time favorite films regarding that could be a perfect watch now that we're getting into Halloween territory?
I scare incredibly easily. I can't watch horror movies. Hubie is perfect. Hubie Halloween's perfect. Like if you scary movies are too much for you, this is great. I saw once at a club in college. They were playing Nightmare on Elm Street projected on the wall, but because people are dancing, but with no volume, no words, nothing, no sound, just Pet Shop Boys or whatever, and people dancing. It kept me awake for weeks. I could not sleep alone. I was terrified. That's the level. When I see at a bus stop, they'll have like a picture of something frightening that from like a new movie that's coming out. I have to look away because it will haunt me in my dreams. I'm so easy to scare.
So tell me to wrap up. I wanted to ask you before leaving, with 2020 being this weird, maybe almost horror year. So I wanted to ask you, what would you suggest to be a good costume for this Halloween? And do you have any suggestions for this Halloween 2020?
Well, for this Halloween, since nobody's really can go to parties or anything, maybe you could just be a Yelp review for 2020 and be like, I give it 2 thumbs down, 0 stars, would not recommend. That's my Yelp review for 2020.
That sounds accurate, I think. Yeah,
it is. We don't need to go there again.
Yeah. So, Ms. Bowen, thank you again for your time.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your new film. Stay safe.
Thank you. You too. Bye. Bye-bye.